Hey, good morning. Good morning. Hey, listen, I decided to try something a little different today instead of shooting in the car. I did try to shoot the video in the car like while it was fresh in my mind, but I'm trying to show you hand movements while I'm sitting down in the car and it just wasn't working out. So, anyway, that's just why it's different today. So, let's get right to it. So, I did cardio and arms today. So I started off doing cardio. I got on the treadmill. I was actually stretching while walking on the treadmill, and then I started editing a video on the treadmill. So I think maybe I got 20 minutes into it, and I realized like I'm not even giving 100, percent effort. Like I think I might have had the speed on like 2.5 or something, and the elevation at maybe like one. And typically I do like 3.5 and elevation of two. And if I'm really feeling froggy, I'll do like 3.7 or something like that. So long story short, I ended up doing like 55 minutes of cardio. Now, some people might be like, well, why did you stop at 55? Why did you just do a full hour? Well, to be honest, I could feel at like 50, I started getting a little gas. Like I could feel it like digging into my reserves. I tried to eat breakfast this morning. I tried to make oatmeal really quick before I took the kids to school, but I didn't have my supplement bag in the house. I left it in the car, but I did have like a thing of protein in the house, but it wasn't the typical one that I put in my oatmeal. So typically I do old fashioned oatmeal. I do water. I cook it for like a minute and a half, and then I'll add one full scoop of protein in it. I like chocolate into it, and then I'll mix it up, of course, put it back in, and then I'll run it for like 30 more minutes. And for me, that makes it like nice, thick. It's like chocolate pudding for me. So it's delicious. This morning, I think it was like a banana nut bread protein, the same brand, just different flavor. Disgusting. Like the texture was gross. It was all like grainy and gritty. The flavor is just wildly just different. It was disgusting. So I only could like get half of it down. So that's my explanation of why I didn't push it to an hour. It's just I started eating away like at my shrimps. I know yesterday I put out a video saying doing cardio at the beginning before I started lifting weights gives me more energy. But that's 10, 20 minutes of cardio, not almost an hour of cardio. So that's the difference. So anyway, so I already was doing my stretching while I was walking on the treadmill. Um, so as soon as I got off, I started doing arms. There was a machine like right behind me. It was like a preacher curl machine. So I did 5 sets of those just to warm up. It was like super light the first two. The last three were the working sets. I think I got up to like low 100s, maybe like 110, 125s. Then literally right next to it was machine for triceps, like pushing down. So same thing. I did 5 sets, worked my way up to I think maybe like 110s or something like that, maybe 125s again on that. So was looking for something to give me like a nice little quick pump across my chest. There was a remember I said I wanted to do flies like that, but the cable crossover machine that I was at the city gym, at the gym that you normally see me shoot videos, I could not adjust the pulleys on that. So long story short, I ended up doing flies on the machine. I did 2 sets of those, got a nice little pump in my chest. Then I went over. Now, listen, I was doing arms, but I just wanted to do it. So don't shoot me. So anyway, I went over to where the big boys were with all the free weights, went to the dumbbell rack. Now, typically I normally actually do tricep, bicep, tricep, bicep. But I already started and already warmed up. So I went to the dumbbell rack. I started with dumbbells like 20 pounds. Me, I literally put my feet together, like touching each other, and then I just curl. I keep my elbows to my side, 20-pound dumbbells, and I do like 30 reps. I get a nice good pump. You can already see well, it's not the first set, but you can see like veins already starting to come out. I'm just pumping it full of blood. I'm getting the tendons and joints like nice and warm up and loose. So 30 reps on the first one. I worked my way up to 30 pounds on that, then moved over to machines and did the V-bar push downs with that. I think I did maybe 4 or 5 sets on that as well. I think maybe 3, 4 sets actually on those. Nothing substantial on the weight, maybe like 80 pounds or something like that. Then went back to the dumbbells, and then I'm going to butcher this word. I think it's called supinating, where you rotate your hands. So again, I don't go crazy heavy. I think I literally, so the first, I'm calling this the first exercise. I'm not calling the machines that I did right after I got off the treadmill my actual working sets. That's just kind of still warming up. So the first exercise with the dumbbells, I go 20, 25, 30s. So then when I come back to do biceps, I normally start with what I left off. So 30, 35, 40s. So now I'm doing I believe it's the supinating. Basically, it's just rotating like this and you're switching arms. So this is what I couldn't do in the car. So this is why I'm doing it now. So started with 30, 35, ended with 40s. Then after that, I went and I did the straight bar push downs. I started with the stack. I'm warmed up. I'm nice and strong. I'm not gassed yet. So I'll go ahead and do the stack on that. I think I got 10 to 13 reps on the first one. So now I'm doing the whole rack, right? I lighten the weight by 2. So let's just say the whole stack is 100 pounds. So now the second set, I'm doing 80 pounds, right? So drop it by 2 plates. Also, my technique is I push it down and then slowly bringing it back up. And then I push it back down. And then sometimes I only come up half the distance and then I push it back down and then I come up all the way. Now, all the way is not just, I see some people trying to critique people on how they do their curls. I know this is triceps, it's not biceps, but it's all the way is not here. You should not be bringing your elbows up past your side. Your elbow should be tucked away into your sides. Your bicep and your forearm should meet, and that stops. So if you got a decent sized forearm and a big bicep, then your range of motion shouldn't be all the way up here, right? So elbows in here, and you're literally just, that's it. That's it for curls and for triceps. It's here and it's here. So let your bicep and your forearm meet, and that's it. Stop doing this. Now, listen, when I do heavy weight and I do like a bar, when I need to rest, I'm trying to catch my breath. I don't like resting down here. I'll come up and I will bring my elbows up, and because I'm resting, because now my shoulders are holding all of that weight. So I come here, I'm resting, I'm catching my breath, and then I go back, bring my elbows back down, and I drop it back down. And then, but at this time I move using momentum, right? Because it's heavy, I'm tired, it's at the end. I've completely gotten off topic. Let me get back to triceps. So triceps, I did the push downs. I did 3 sets of those, went back and I did hammer curls. So now heavy triceps, now I'm gonna do my heavy biceps. So hammer curls is always my heaviest bicep exercise. Yeah, pound for pound it is. So I did 70s, 60s, 50s. I think I got maybe 10, 12 reps, then about 8 reps, and then 50s, I think I got back to about 10 to 12 reps on those. So was done with that, went back and I did the, I'll show you. Now, again, another reason why I decided to do it in the house, the cambered bar with the machines from the top. I do a reverse grip. I poke my butt out. I bend over, not quite 90 degrees, and then I bring it down. Just like that. So just in case I'm not going to edit this and I'm not going to look at it, I'm just going to put it out. But here, butt out, and then I'm looking up and I'm bringing it down. I hope you can see that. So did those 3 sets, went back to, did I do any more? I did a standard camber bar curls, not machine, the actual bar. A buddy of mine literally walked into the gym. So I was like, okay, bet. come give me a spot. So I jumped and I did the 90s. That joker, he must not like me because he barely he barely gave me a spot. He literally had 2 fingers. Like that's how he was spotting me. Like he was just, it was crazy. Like I almost got damn passed out. But I couldn't even. I was so like straining so bad I didn't even count. So I have no idea how many reps I did on that. Then I dropped. I just did that one set with the 90s. I dropped down to 50s. Got more reps on it because I think maybe I got like 6 reps with the 90s. Dropped down to 50s. I think I got double digits with the 50s. And what did I do after that? I think I did one set of dips all out. Got 32 reps. And then I did forearms. So forearms for me, man, I'll be able to really see it. But you know how you used to do like a preacher curl? So where you sit down, you got one knee up, and then you drop your arm in and you preacher curl like this. I'm doing the same thing. Only difference is I just turn my hand this way and then I'm bringing it up. So for that, it's hitting your forearm muscles here. And then the other way, I think I did 2 sets of those, is I turn my hand this way, arm still resting on my leg. And then all I'm doing is I'm curling my fingers up and then I rotate my wrist at the end. So I have like a 30-pound dumbbells in my hand. I will literally make a video of it. I have 30-pound dumbbells hanging on my fingertips. And then I just basically make a fist with the weight and then I roll my wrist up. I'm not curling it. I'm just rolling my fingers up and then bringing my wrist up. That's it. And that's hitting the fat part right here, the meat of your forearm. I think that was it. Yeah, I think that was it. So went into the locker room, did a little post down in the mirror. Didn't take any footage because I'm by myself. I think that was it, guys. So thank you. I know that was a long video. It's probably like 10 minutes long. I feel like I was talking for a minute. And I definitely went off on that little tangent about not bringing your elbows up. But thank you for watching. Peace.